And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. A look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Derrick Rose is out there with Marantz. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. And the travel in the NBA, just exhausting, Clark. It's just incredible how many miles these teams rack up, how many miles these players fly.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Kevin. And charter flights certainly help. But, man, I tell you, the season is 7 months long, and you're on planes probably 60% of that time. Whether you're going back and forth from a home road trip, whatever, it's a lot of wear and tear, but it is part of the business, and guys do learn how to adjust and be ready to do their jobs at a high level in spite of it.
Now, here's Rozier, following the missed shot by Jaren Jackson. Here's Wall. That shot off the mark. Now Memphis takes it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
And, you know, one of the things about missing free throws is not only are you not getting points yourself, but it allows the other team to maintain momentum or keep a rally going.
Wall against Morant. Passes it to Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
The pass to Hayward. Here's Zeller. He's covered by Rose. And there's Zeller, and that's good on the assist by Hayward.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And the foul on Obi Toppin. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Marantz outside. Back to Jackson. Jackson setting the pick here for Brooks. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at Memphis, they've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there.
And for the Grizzlies, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Here is Wall. Hayward outside. Pass to Rozier. 6 to shoot. Knocked away. Stolen by Brooks.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
Rose kicks to Morant. Over Wall. And it's Morant missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. And coming out of high school, John Marantz said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing, growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina.
Now Morant, following the three-point attempt by John Wall. It's Morant with the drop. Count it. Morant's got his second bucket of the night.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
And the basket by Rozier. And even though he played on an AAU team with Zion Williamson, you know, scouts, Greg, were looking right past John Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulders.
Wall, a miss that time, would have put him up.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
They get it back.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
It's stolen by Adams. Brooks with it. Now defended by Hayward. Brooks the pass to Marantz. Rozier with the steal. The feed to Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
Hayward really an unselfish guy, willing to share the rock and get his teammates some opportunity.
Adams with the screen on Wall. It's Marantz with the drive.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Let's take a look at the numbers for Jaren Jackson. Memphis leading. Marantz outside. Going inside. Baltimore with the rebound. He lobs it up, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach for Baltimore. I asked him about the task of slowing down Ja Morant. Coach said the one thing you can't account for with Morant is his explosiveness. Everything else you can plan for, but sometimes he'll just beat you. And Kevin, that's what they mean when they say good defense, better offense. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Rozier against Rose. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Terry Rozier.
Well, I tell you what, this guy gives you everything he's got when he's out there. And that's what you love about Derrick Rose, how fierce he is as a competitor.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
Free throw drops for Rose.
And, Kevin, one thing you have to respect about Derrick Rose is that he's never stopped evolving. He's constantly adapting his game to best fit what his team needs.
And the Barons making a change here. Eibel's checked in. Rose hits them both. When you think about how Derrick Rose has changed, Greg, as a player, you see some of that in almost every facet of his game.
And, yeah, over the years, he's tuned his shooting and play style in lots of little ways. But what hasn't changed is his talent for setting guys up. He's got a great eye for when and where to drop the dime. I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Hayward. You know, Hayward, like a lot of NBA players, is a pretty serious gamer in his free time off the court.
And you know what, Kevin? There are some people that think video games help with your hand-eye coordination. I'm not sure if that's the case or not, but I do know there are worse ways to rest up and keep yourself ready for the next real game than what Hayward was doing.
Hayward hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Pass to Brooks. Here's Chris. Misses the 3. Baltimore trails by 3. Hayward outside. Wall finds Thibault. Wall against Marantz. Shot clock at 6. Here's Thibault. And it's Marantz with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Pass to man. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
Now here's Wall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Hayward. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Hey, you know, this is what you like about Gordon Hayward. He can score from anywhere on the floor.
Marantz against Wall. And finished off by Marantz.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And that one's good. Thibault.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Here's Marantz. That's tipped. Hayward up top. Brooks covering. And stolen by Chris. Wall with the steal. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Wall figures out ways to draw fouls and turn those into points. He is a dynamic point guard.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
Give tons of credit to John Wall for evolving his game. I mean, his second year in the league, Wall made just 3 three-pointers. But he's worked tirelessly on his shot, becoming pretty reliable and solid from three-point land.
Looking at who's out there now for Baltimore. Randolph has checked in, and it's Ojale in for Toppin. And he sinks the second. And here's Culver. There's the pass to Man. There's the dish to Culver. And there's the call on Jetty Osman. That's his first foul. Zaransky's checked in for John Wall.
Checking in for your Barons, Tomas Zaransky.
Pass to Man. There's a screen by Chris. Man can hit. Last outing for Baltimore, they won that game against the Nets. Thibault finds Satoransky. Baltimore moving that ball around. Pass to Thibault. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offline from the top of the key. And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Passes it to Man. And here's Chris. He's covered by Randolph. Chris kicks to Joseph. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. There's Williams with the 3. Now here's Thibault. The pass to Osman. Baltimore needs to get off a shot here. Randolph can't hit. Memphis leading. Over to the left wing. Man passes to Joseph. Pass to Man. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
2.
First one falls for him. And the Barons making a change here. Gordon's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Baltimore trails by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Zadaransky kicks to Gordon. Pass to Osman. Three-pointer.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Doesn't go for him. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Here's Mann. He's got 5. Driving in. And it's Osman with the rebound. A minute 42 left to play in the first. Gordon with it. Picked up by Joseph. Back to Zadaransky. Looks for Randolph. Gets it to him. Over Chris. The shot's good from Randolph.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellows who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
And the Grizzlies with possession here, following the score by the Barons. Gordon with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Osman, the pass to Randolph. Over Williams. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Passes it to Mann. Now the pass to Chris. Here's Joseph. The Grizzlies with another miss.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And Zadaransky kicks to Osman. Randolph against Williams. Nice shot by Randolph.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Outside, Joseph. Looking for Chris. He gets it there. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Yeah, Joseph adept at finding his open teammates, and that's exactly what you want from your point guard.
From deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
So on the floor for Memphis. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Marantz is out there with Culver, and it's Williams at the 3 spot. Now, here's Rozier. He has 5. Tipped away. Williams with the steal. Pass to Culver. Into the lane. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal
That
foul.
one's on Eric
First
Gordon.
team foul.
So good to see Culver taking the initiative and to force the issue on the drive right there.
Shooting from
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Free throw drops for Culver. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly sometimes, things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things. And at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
And it's out of bounds. The Barons able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Baltimore. Here's Glover. No good on the quick three. Memphis leading by 3. Morant passes to Jackson. Back to Morant. Williams has a screen for Morant. Just 5 to shoot. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Rozier against Morant. There's the drive, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. For Baltimore, they've shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Matisse Thybulle at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That one is off.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Rose, he's checked in for Williams. And he can't hit the second. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Glover the pass to Reed. Thybulle for 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Morant scanning the floor. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. No good on the triple. Baltimore trails by 5. Thybulle with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Pass to Rozier. Shoots over Culver. And it's Rozier missing.
Now, the defense was far from awful. However, he's still got to make these shots, in my opinion.
Culver kicks to Rose. Here's Adams, and it's denied. Oh, and there's the alley-oop, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And a quick look at how the Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Tuesday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Houston Rockets. And then on Thursday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Orlando Magic.
And it's going to be home game after home game after home game for this group. So they got a great chance to string together a number of wins given how strong they've been playing.
Now here's Adams. He kicks it to Culver. Here he goes. It's tipped. Here's Glover. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Marantz against Rozier. Back to Thybulle. trying to get something going. Buries the long-range jumper. Thibault's got 6 points.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Rose dishes to Adams. The kick out to Rose. Drills it from outside.
Derrick Rose.
And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
You know what? You can see the confidence Rose has in being able to just catch and shoot it and get it up quickly.
Rozier against Marantz. Rozier into the lane. Not going to go that time. Adams, some nice D. Memphis leading by 5. Now Culver. He takes it in. And the foul on Obi Toppin. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
For Baltimore, Cody Zeller comes in for Reed, and it's John Wall in for Rozier. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Memphis. Barron's on D. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. With some arc, it's deflected.
You know, usually Zeller is a position defender, but when he's locked in, he can block some shots too.
Outside, Wall. Back to Thibault. Baltimore moving that ball around. Toppin sets a screen for Wall. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Baltimore. And so John Wall nails both of them. Memphis leading by 3. Morant outside. Jackson a screen on Wall. Passes to Jackson. Over Hayward. And Hayward with the block.
Boy, that's excellent defense from Hayward. He did a nice job challenging and got a hand on that shot as a result.
Thibault can't get it to go. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Jackson with the screen. And it's Rose penetrating, and the layup's good off the glass. Rose has got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, this is peak Rose at his best, an attacking, slashing guard who breaks down the defense easily.
Left side, Wall. And that one is off. And Memphis the other way now. Morant outside. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And the pass to Jackson. Over Hayward. Jackson misses.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
Hayward finds Wall. Back to Hayward. Brooks grabs the board. Memphis leading by 5. And it's Rose. This time the assist by Morant. And that's 11 points for Rose.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Wall. Pass to Thibault. Shoots the 3. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Adams, it's blocked. Hayward looking around. Rose with the block, and they'll get another chance.
And how about using that impressive vertical on defense? Morant has the ability to block shots when in position.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Jetty Osman, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. Chris, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Corey Joseph comes in for Derrick Rose. On defense, the Grizzlies. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Here's Zeller. Again, the miss by Baltimore. Brooks outside. Unable to get that one. And Baltimore going the other way now. Pass to Thibault to stop the drought. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Marquise Chris did not like that.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. There's a screen by Chris. Here's Joseph. Jackson finds Brooks. Just 5 on the clock. There's a screen by Chris. Brooks misses. Baltimore trails by 5. Osman, the pass to Wall. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
And here now is Thibault. 8 points for him. Wall passes to Zeller. Back to Wall. Driving to the basket. Got a hand on it. They recover it. Love it. And it's off from 3-point range. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. On the wing, Jackson. He's covered by Zeller. Got a piece of it. Now, here's Thibault. Passes it to Osman. There's a screen.
Get the ball to Wall. Screen.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Williams, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Mann subbed in for Marantz. On defense, the Grizzlies leading by 5. Here's Ojale. Off target from 3-point range. Now here's Williams. Defense is right there. Williams against Gordon. The pass to Satoransky. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Williams, and it's blocked by Gordon. Satoransky with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Gordon Hayward.
And looking at his offensive numbers in the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 3-point game.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
4 on the shot clock. Chris kicks to Joseph. They get a hand on it, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Barons ball.
Culver's checked in for Dylan Brooks.
Jared Culver.
There's a minute 47 left in the second quarter. Pass to Osman. Driving inside. Williams with the block. Trying to end the drought. Baltimore with the rebound. Osman's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Satoransky. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Joseph. First personal foul. 5th team foul.
For Baltimore, they've shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Satoransky. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Memphis leading. 1:19 left to play here in the half. There's a screen by Chris. Here's Mann. He's covered by Randolph. 6 on the shot clock. Rejected by Randolph. And he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Mann's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Satoransky sets a screen for Gordon. Outside for Randolph. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Williams passes to Culver. Stolen by Randolph. .27 seconds left now here in the second, and it's Osman missing. Culver dishes to Joseph. Pass to Williams. 5 to shoot. Sinks the three-pointer. Williams has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Ogilvy. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Memphis out in front. They're up by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Get ready for the finish.
Hello, everybody. So far, a fairly even game for the Memphis Grizzlies through the first 2 quarters.
It's great to see a team going inside, challenging the defense in the paint. You don't see that mentality as often in today's game. So much is perimeter. Guys want to stay on the outside. They don't want to get sweat equity.
And let's shift focus over to our NBA power rankings for a look at the latest standings.
Well, I think for Memphis, they're holding on strong, about where we expected them to be. Deep into the year now, they've managed to maintain their quality of play, and that's something to be proud of.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Baltimore trails by 4. Ball out there with Terry Rozier. Then there's Toppin. Then it's Hayward, and it's Zeller in at the 5. Wall's shot is off. And for the Grizzlies, Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Rose is out there with Marantz, and it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. Rozier against Rose. Rozier the pass to Wall. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks.
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point guard moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
Stolen by Jackson. Rose against Rozier. Can't hit that one. And the Barons the other way now. And Craig, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
Here's Wall, following the score by Memphis. Five on the clock. The shot off that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Passes it to Morant. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Now Rozier. He has 5. Outside, Wall. And there's the drive to stop the run. Rose with the block. And they recover it. Shot clock at 3. Three-pointer, Hayward knocks it loose and out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at the Barons.
And you know, for Baltimore, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reasons.
And, you know, any fixes they've tried during the season have only compounded their problems.
Now Morant. After Gordon Hayward's three-pointer that didn't go. It's Morant. Oh!
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Wall. Kicks to top it. No good off the back of the rim.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Hayward against Brooks. And he drives in. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Hayward against Marantz. Rozier with a screen on Brooks. Here's Wall. Again, the miss by Baltimore. Memphis with the ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Morant with it, and Zeller picks him up defensively.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
Grizzlies have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Oh, amazing to see someone go from unrecruited to potential MVP someday. That's been Ja Morant's trajectory.
Reedy's checked in for Cody Zeller. Both free throws good from Morant. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Barons.
Timeout, Barons.
Still looking for their first bucket of the second half.
Set it up! Set it up!
And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his third foul of the game.
First team foul.
On defense, the Grizzlies haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Trying to come back, Kevin, and you can't afford too many mistakes. His fourth turnover hampering their efforts. And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
1 shot.
And that one falls for Brooks.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high-usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
Now here's Hayward. Shoots over Adams, and Adams sends it back. Buries it from three-point range. Rozier's got 8 points. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 14-3 run right now. Screen by Adams. Here's Rose. It's blocked, and they get it back. Jackson from long range. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Boy, you look at the defense, not nearly the hustle or energy at that end of the floor. It's the exact opposite of what it was in the first half.
Now, here's Rozier. 8 points for him. Here's Wall. Morant with some nice D.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
And stolen by Hayward. Dishes it to Reed. Ball's knocked loose. Marantz with the steal. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Took him no time at all on that one. Jackson's got his second basket of the night. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
And the basket by Rose.
Coaching staff has to be pleased seeing this from Rose. Proving he can break down the defense in these sets. Nice.
Marantz against Wall. Now, here's Rozier. He's guarded closely. The feed now to Reed. To the left wing. Toppin kicks to Wall. Just 2 to shoot. The three-pointer no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Now Brooks following the three-point attempt by John Wall. They retain possession. And it's Rose missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Wall looking it over. Reed a screen on Brooks. Wall with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Wall, no luck.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
And the dunk by Jackson.
The assist.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
So both teams making some changes here. Baltimore with the ball. And here is Sadaransky. Back to Osman. There's the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Osman's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Joseph. Sadaransky grabs the miss. Baltimore trails by 19. Inside. Knocked loose and stolen by Chris. Stolen away. And there's the pass to Thibault. Over Chris. Thibault can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies leading by 19. Williams inside. Poked away. And it's Baltimore on the break. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line.
Shooting for Baltimore, Marcus Alford, taking 2 shots.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw drops in there for Thibault. And the Barons making a change here. Randolph has checked in. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Culver's checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Well, Clark, with the success of the play-in tournament, Commissioner Silver pushing for a mid-season tournament with the winning team earning $1 million per player.
You know, Kevin, adding additional games I think would be a challenge. I'm not quite sold on that, but I do know that $1 million would incentivize role players. The question is whether or not star players would be as motivated to add more games in the middle of the season.
And the Barons making a change here. Gordon's checked in, and that one's good. Osman.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Chris past a man, driving the lane. And again, unable to change momentum here. Baltimore trails by 15. Fades away. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Culver passes to man. Joseph against Sadaransky. Steps back and fires. And it's Osman with the rebound. Osman's got 6 rebounds in the game. Joseph against Sadaransky. Pass to Osman. They set the pick. Over Williams. And it's Osman missing.
Well, that's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
So it's the Barons now. Grizzlies making the shot. Now, here's Culver. Man passes to Culver. Trying his luck from deep. It's good from long range. And the Grizzlies lead by 20.
You know, when the three-pointer is there for Culver, it really opens up his arsenal offensively.
Randolph sets a screen for Gordon. And Culver pulls it down. Culver's got rebound number 5 here tonight. They get the rebound. Chris finds Joseph. Williams sets a screen for Joseph. Gets it to fall from the right block.
And offensively, they finally seem to be coming around after an ugly first half.
And, you know, to shoot that poorly early and to have the lead now, they feel fortunate, but they've earned their good fortune.
Here's Osman. He's guarded by Williams. Osman kicks to Ojale. Gordon dishes to Zeller. Zeller, a screen on Joseph. Shot to stop the run. And it's Rozier missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels. Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be? But so far, that's not been the case.
Zeller against Williams. Pass to Ojale. Outside Gordon. Clock at 6. On the wing, Rozier. He's covered by Joseph. And the Grizzlies leading by 22. Pass to man. Memphis moving that ball around. Williams with a clean look. Off target from outside.
You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Gordon with it. Culver covering. Here's Ojale. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, we know Eric Gordon is a great shooter now, but he is also willing to make the extra pass.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game. Marantz, he's checked in for Memphis.
For Baltimore, Shemi Ojale. One shot.
One shot. One shot.
.32 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Williams, a screen on Rozier. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Left side, Williams.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Another miss by Williams. Gordon against Joseph. Gordon with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's Rozier missing. Here's Marantz. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Memphis taking a 19-point lead into the break. They've been giving John Wall all sorts of problems. He still hasn't been able to solve their defense. Right back after this break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Cody Zeller out there with Toppin. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Hayward in at the 3.
And with the short area quickness and vertical, Morant can get a good look from mid-range anytime he wants.
Now here's Hayward. And Clark, you played in a very physical era. What do you think about the way fouls are called right now?
I really don't have a problem with it, Kevin. I mean, some of the fouls that were allowed in years past, way back in the 70s and 80s, I mean, those were borderline flagrant 3 kind of fouls. The game was more physical, and it was accepted as such, but I don't know if that was necessarily good for the game. I think now, the way they have it set up and the way it's officiated as it relates to physicality and flagrant fouls, yeah, it may be a little bit too far the other way, but I think it's the right balance overall. I think it's always a good idea to let Hayward go to work in the pick and roll. I mean, his decisions and his timing and execution are usually right on.
Now here's Brooks. Morant passes to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Morant finds Jackson. That three off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's Rozier missing.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Jackson dishes to Brooks. Over Hayward. And too long on the shot.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Now, here's Rozier. Looking to get back on track here. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming out. That one on Rose. Amazing how many players we're seeing come into the NBA, Clark, from all over the world right now.
Well, it's truly a global game, Kevin, and give credit to former Commissioner David Stern and certainly Adam Silver and his staff. But the league is a global league. The star players have done a great job of promoting it as a worldwide game as well. Every year you get players from multiple continents, Asia, Africa, Europe, Australia. Basketball is, again, it's a global game, so it makes sense we'll see more players from all over the world in the NBA. Well, I like the trajectory of Rozier's game. I mean, he's added responsibility and his production has increased too.
So he gets them both. And the Grizzlies leading by 19. Now Marantz. Jackson a screen on Rozier. Morant, look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
Rozier, it's deflected. Outside Rose. The pass to Morant. Adams sets the pick for Morant. That's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. John Wall checked in for Baltimore.
John Wall.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Jackson setting the pick here for Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. Jackson misses.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Wall passes to Thibault. Back to Wall, the 17-footer. Now that bucket.
An effective score from the mid-range. Wall looking assertive, pulling up from that area.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for Memphis. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Loads it up there for Morant. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Hayward outside. The 3. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 4 assists in the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And Thibault sends it back. And here's Wall. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul.
That one's on Morant.
One of the things that makes Wall so tough at his position is his athleticism, and he's able to use that to draw fouls inside.
John Wall taking 2 shots.
2 shots.
And that one falls for John Wall. And so Wall nails both of them.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Jackson. Marantz got 8 points in the quarter.
The contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Wall against Morant. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
Pass to Wall. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
4th personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for Baltimore, John Wall. 2 shots.
Two.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. Memphis leading by 17. Now here's Rose. That's tipped and stolen by Thibault. Left side, Wall. Thibault with the ball. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
Now here's Wall. Takes it inside, and the rejection by Jackson. Over in the corner, Rose floats it up there for Morant. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
That's good from Morant.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. That's taking care of business, fellas.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And last season, All-Stars, Greg, missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
Two.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Morant. Adams with the screen on Wall. Morant passes to Adams, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. Hayward against Brooks. On the wing, Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
4th personal foul.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
Three shots. 3 shots.
A free throw drops for Jackson. Clark, we know injury prevention is a huge aspect for teams, and it seems like training staffs hold a lot more weight than they did in the past.
I think you're exactly right, Kevin. No doubt about it, and for good reason. I mean, the medical staffs include doctors and trainers and physiotherapists and the like, and they really have enhanced what goes into preparing players for their seasons throughout their careers, and it's become more precise. It's better. Yet there are still going to be injuries, but the treatment and care players get now, I think, is platinum level across the league.
And he nails the third.
And you have to respect Jaren Jackson's toughness. This kid has had some early injury struggles, but he always returns to the floor determined to pick up right where he left off.
Now here's Wall. Oh, that's blocked.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here's Hayward. Toppin sets a screen for Hayward with the drive and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Brooks against Hayward. Marantz outside. It's stolen by Wall. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen by Brooks. Outside Rose. Break player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
Now here's Hayward. 6 to shoot. Over Brooks. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Now Thibault. Left side Wall. And Adams sends it back. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it, the fast break chance. Rose gets a wide open look from outside off the mark. Baltimore on offense. Outside Wall. Pass to Thibault. Back to Wall. Drives to the hoop. Denied by Marantz. Well, it's out of bounds. The Barons able to retain possession here. And Baltimore going with a whole new group out there. Then for the Grizzlies, Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Williams comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Culver's subbed in for Derrick Rose. Reed the pass to Glover. Clock at 6. Satoransky with it. Nailed from three-point land.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. We've heard the calls for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this offseason came a lot of opportunity.
And Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront. And I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive.
Now Rozier, following the miss by Ja Morant from deep.
No, sir. Jackson Jr.'s shot blocking abilities, part of why he was a top 5 pick back in 18.
Now here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is. Man. Well, that's an easy pass for John Wall to make. As soon as he spots his teammate wide open, he's dropping that dime on time and on target.
Morant reaches to Jackson, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Jackson kicks to Morant, and there's the drive, and it's good for 2. Morant's got 37.
The delicate touch on display there. Gotta love when Morant lets that floater fly off his fingertips. Beautiful.
Passes it to Osman. Zeller, screen on Brooks. Here's Osman. Off the left rim and out.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
And Wall kicks to Rozier. Back to Wall. Driving to the basket. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morant's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Adams outside. Back to Morant. And they double up Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Wall. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Grizzlies.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ja Morant.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Joseph looking around from deep 3-point range. Chris can't hit.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Two.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Now the pass to Culver. Now Chris. Adams outside. And here's Rose. Rejected by Randolph. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cookies to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. Coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody have the green light, so I mean, there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just let you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, keep shooting, make or miss, and we're behind you. So
you all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.